Okay. Hi, good afternoon, everybody. Welcome back to our regular Saturday meeting. I'm your host again, and I'm hosting on behalf of Mr. Sam Sia, Mr. Michael Saw, and Simon Low. Yeah, and today I would like to welcome our special guest, Mr. Thomas Yap. Now, just a brief intro about Mr. Thomas Yap. Now, this young gentleman, we met when we were in when it was in 2013, and his current ranking is 6A2-2, higher ranking than me. So can you see that when you are paying more effort in this Kangen business, you have a chance to overtake anybody, your sideline or even your upline, right? And Mr. Thomas Yap, young and energetic and full of vibes. And he's also one of our trainers in our Essential Kangen workshop. So his topic today is when your prospect says no. It can mean no to your product or no to your business proposal. And how are you going to deal with it? So let us welcome Thomas Yap. Yeah.
Hello, everybody. Connie, thank you so much for the introduction. I think we had quite a journey, right? When we started Kangen Water, I came in later, but Connie has always been great energy, and I still cannot understand she doesn't put any makeup on her skin. I mean, she does her eyes and lips, and something I noticed is that it's progressively your skin has gotten shinier every single year. So hey, some people, they're lazy to put on beauty water. Tell them look at Connie, right? So stop being lazy. I got to start putting beauty water on my face too, right? So thanks, Connie, for the introduction. And you had some great presentations about food and all. It did really open my eyes to Kangen Water, right? Let's give Connie a big hand for being a great host today. A big hand to Connie, right? Thank you. All right, everybody. I would love for all of you to turn on your screen. Why? Okay, I'm going to give you a selfish reason why, okay? Because right now, if I can show you my screen, okay? Let's see. If I show you my screen, can you see my screen? Okay. I want you to see how it looks like on my side, okay? All right. Look. It looks like that. It looks like that. It looks like that. I'm talking to a wall of words and a face that does not move. So it's very difficult to interact with San, who's called Killing Cancer Not People, Chris Y, who has a smiley face and says sometimes you have to accept the fact that people only enter your life, and Alice Wong, who looks like Hello Kitty, and Carl, who has a candle on, Victor. Hey, Victor, long time no see. Your beautiful face on that portrait, but I want to see your real face, guys. Come on, okay. So turn on your screen. So let me see you. Right, let me see you guys. It's hard to talk to a wall of black, All right, that's better. The first page is doing better. Already we have 24 people, 25 people here. But the rest is like, hey, come on, guys, you can up your game, right? Come on. I need to see your face. Have you ever tried talking to a wall? Okay. So for very selfish reasons, I would love to see your face so I can talk to all of you. All right. And in return, you're going to get more of me. All right. You're going to get more of me. So turn on the cameras, get comfortable, make sure you're decent. Some of you may be watching, very comfortable at home, wrap under, very comfortable clothes, right? So please put the camera on, right? Hello, Victor, SY, Sunil, Anna, Grace Kangen, Tim Heng, right? Heng from Cambodia. Oh, they got Destry recently, right? Freaking awesome, okay? Lawrence, Anthony, Mighty Sagar, who's been Destry as well a few months ago. Congratulations. All right. Sudhir, Chris, great. Ravi Babu, good to see you, man. Mark. Okay. So please keep your cameras on because I tell you what, I don't have any slides today. I want you to look at my face because I want to look at your face. I'm talking to you today. All right. So let's jump to this topic. When your prospects say no, oh, the word that we always don't want to hear. Now, let's be honest, our prospects don't really tell us no because we're Asians and we're very polite. We hardly say no. Yes or no? Yes. No pun intended. Let me know in the comments here. Let me know in the comments here. All right. If you agree with me, our prospects are very polite and our prospects avoid saying no. They just avoid. They procrastinate. They WhatsApp, you get the double tick, ding ding, all right. After the demo, they say, oh, Sagar, very good, everything is fantastic, then they call them, okay, next call, where? Halas, Kushni, Nahi, nothing, all right, Ilek, everything gone, right? So these are examples of no. I get back to you, right? Let me know in the comments, what do they tell you? Let me get back to you. Some just vanish, right? Barbara says some of them are magicians, they go, they're gone, right? Disappointing, they give excuses, right? Don't you think it's frustrating that you put your best effort, you prospect them, you make the time, you prepare all the demo tools, or you're doing a business plan, you're speaking with so much energy about the business plan, and then they give you nothing back. And eventually we get scared. So we try to learn as much as we can so that they won't say no to us. But it happens again and again and again and again and again and again. Your prospects will tell you no, no matter what rank you are, right? Right, Sagar? Destry, all right? Right, Ravi Babu? They will still tell you no, right? Shanti, correct? So, Connie, everyone knows, right? They will still tell you no. So this presentation today, if you understand what I'm about to share with you, it's not going to stop them from saying no, but it's going to keep you going, even though the prospect says no. That's why the title is called When Prospects Say No. It's not if, it's when, because they will say no. Okay? And if you understand this shift that I'm about to give to you today, I'm going to give you 3 secrets that what professional salespeople do. I'm not talking about just salespeople in the Kangen business. I'm talking about salespeople who close $1 million sales deals. They're doing mergers in companies. They're doing things. They're doing projects, right? Small to big sales. They are sales professionals. They understand these 3 things. And when they do this no, when prospects say no, they ignore you, all this is like they become invisible, like they are like Superman. And people shooting, shoot a bomb, Superman has nothing on Superman. How many of you would like to be super Kangen man or woman, right? Super Kangen man or woman. Type super on the chat. Come on. Who wants to be super Kangen man and woman, right? Super. Sagar wants to be super. Hangs wants to be super. Barbara, right? Zoom user, right? Arvin. Okay, if you get this, you will be super. Okay, if you get it. Okay. But here is one condition. You have to be ready to try on a new perspective, because what I'm going to share with you is not techniques. What I'm going to share with you is perspective. Because you see, all of us are trying to attack one way, right? Let's say someone holds a shield and you go, psh, psh, psh. What do you get? You get resistance, right? And then you keep trying to change your punch, your kick. You go to a Kung Fu master, you come back, you do a punch and kick, you're still getting resistance. What if I told you you're punching the wrong way? You need to go sideways, right? You have to change your angle. So today's conversation is not about technique. It's asking you to look at a different angle. Now, for that to happen, I need you to do one thing for me. I need you to let go. No, I want you to let go. Why? Now, before you let go, here's why. Often, we have one perspective of matter, a certain belief. Maybe you have a belief that prospects are difficult. Money, customers tell me no. Whatever you have that you believe right now is holding you back. What I'm going to give to you is new perspective. Now, if you don't let go of your belief, you can't see that perspective. So I want you to let go today, or temporarily let go. Anything to do about sales, I want you to just let go for today for 45 minutes. Now, if you don't like what I give you, put it back. It's fine. But if you like what I'm giving you, use it. Because I want you to sell machines. I want you to recruit. I want you to experience the beauty of Kangen business. Mr. Oshiro created the business plan for us to experience as well. I want you to taste it. Taste it so much. Okay? But for that to happen, today you got to let go. Right? So are you willing to let go? If you do, raise your hand like this. I want to see you. Come on. I want to see all of you. Raise your hand like this. Okay, now some of you are holding your phone or you're driving. Please keep one hand on the car. All right? You shouldn't be watching and driving. Okay? I want you to put both hands up if you can safely. Okay? And I want you to do this with me. 1, 2, 3. Let go. All right? Letting go. Let go. Great. I've been to India a lot, and this beautiful word I learned from India is called Punna Janma. Punna Jagaran, Punna Janma. Rebirth, transformation. Everybody wants a transformation, but people don't want to let go. Death is required for transformation. You have to let something die for something new to come. Letting go is a form of death. Okay? So today we're going to try something new, right? So you ready? You ready? Type 1. Let's go if you're ready. Okay? So I'm going to give you 3 angles that you may not have seen. Because I'm going to give you some techniques later on, right? How to close, how to turn the no to a yes and all that. Those are techniques, okay? But you must know the angle. You must know where to punch, where to hit, okay? So there are 3 things I want to share with you. And these 3 things are distinctions. Write down on your piece of paper, distinction, D-I-S-T-I-N-C-T-I-O-N-S, distinctions. Okay? Write this down, D-I-S-T-I-N-C-T-I-O-N-S, distinctions. Now, what is distinctions? Now, Connie is a fantastic cook, right? But if I cook, I think the only dish that, let's say if Connie, okay, I don't cook better than her, so I'm not going to try, okay? So Connie's a fantastic cook. Now, if I ask her to present to me one of her favorite dish, for example, maybe she cooks a mean pineapple fried rice, okay? I think Connie can do that, right? Now, if I follow her recipe, how sure is Thomas going to cook the same level as okay, how many percent do you think Thomas will cook? Like, this Connie is 100%. How many percent is Thomas if I followed her recipe? Now, I want you to know, before you give me the answer, I studied culinary arts. So I studied in Switzerland. I was in hotel management. So I know how to cook, okay? How many percent do you think I will match up to Connie if she gave me a recipe? 60%. Wow, Mighty Sagar, you're not very confident about me. Come on, all right? Okay, 60%, 80%. Come on, guys, I need your participation. Let's play. Come on, 60, 99%. Well, Barbara, you're very confident with me, yeah? How many percent do you think Thomas, as a culinary trained student, to follow a master chef like Connie? Okay, but notice the answer for most people is less than 100%. Why? Because there are very small things that Connie does. Maybe it's timing, maybe it's feeling, maybe it's the place she puts the salt, maybe it's the wok she used, maybe it's the heat she used. All those very small things is what we call distinctions. And you cannot learn distinctions by just following someone. You need to get the distinction by asking yourself, challenging yourself, you know, what am I missing? What am I missing? So today, I know all of you are working really hard. That's why you're here today. I know you're hardworking people. You're prospecting. You're doing demos. I know all of you are working hard. Some of you are doing business plans, recruiting. All of you are working hard. But what if I told you you're just missing that little distinction? That distinction that will take your 80% to 100%, your 75% to 100%. And the only way to do it is that we have to ask ourselves, right? Where is the missing pieces? Okay? Or you watch someone cook. If I stand next to Connie and I watch her cook, I can get maybe half of the distinction. And if I cook in front of her, maybe for 1 week, I can learn most of the distinctions, right? So write this down. Distinction separates the mass from the masters. Distinctions separate the mass from the masters. You want to be a master? You got to know these distinctions. Because no matter how hard you work, you need to get the distinction, right? So there's only 3 today, only 3 distinctions. So you can start applying it, which means if you understand this distinction, you can start operating like a sales master. Okay? All right, Barbara wants the recipe. Who wants the recipe? Type I in the chat. You want the recipe now, right? Come on. Type I if you want the recipe, right? If you're driving, please don't type I, okay? Uma, I know you. Are you driving, Uma? If you're driving, don't do it, okay? Okay? So let's play a game. Let's jump into the 3 distinctions, right? Heng is ready. Aaron is ready. Mighty Sagar is ready. Come on, need more energy. Come on, man. Come on, we got 101 people here. Come on, need more energy over here. Okay, Shanti. Let's jump in. Okay, so let's play a game. I'm going to give you the first distinction. But before I give you the first distinction, let's play a game. I want you to write down the price of your home on the chat. Just type down. Put it in US dollars. US dollars. Okay, just put the price of your home. I'm gonna show you something really interesting. And when you understand this, you're gonna hear your prospects tell you this excuse or objection, and you say it's nothing. It's nothing when they tell you this. Okay, the price of my home. Okay, write down on the chat. $230,000. Okay, $200,000. Okay, write down the price of your home. Come on. I own the property. It's in UK. It's 215 pounds. Okay, 215 pounds. Okay, Andy is 250. 700,000 ringgit. Don't worry, guys. I'm not going to hear the proof who has a bigger house. I want to prove another point. Nearly $1 million US. Yeah, hey, you got a beautiful home. Jeez, love your home, right? Nearly $1 million US. Type down the price of your home. You may not be staying it. Let's say you want to rent a home. How much is the price of the home that you're renting? Okay. Now, if you don't have a home right now, what is the price of the home that you want to buy? Put down the number. If you don't have a home right now, put down the price of the home that you want to buy. Right? That you want to buy. Come on, I need more. 700,000 US dollars. All right, great. $1 million US. Great. Come on, more people. I need your input. What is the price of the home that you have, and how much is the price of the home that you want to buy? Just throw it in there. 900,000 US dollars in India. Wow. Okay. 150,000 US dollars. 3 crores. Okay, great. Now, here's the first perspective that's going to blow your mind when it comes to sales. Write this down. Money is never the reason. Some of you are thinking, Thomas, it does not make any logical sense. And exactly what I'm talking about. It does not make any sense. If you watch a master does something, some things don't make sense. For example, some masters, they will put salt at certain time that you think you shouldn't be putting salt, right? It doesn't make sense. Right? How does doing this make any sense? Some things don't make sense for the common people. Money is never the reason. Now, all those price you put there, 100,000, 3 crores, 1 million, 2 million, 1 million, 700,000. Now, a lot of people, they don't have the money, but yet they bought the house. Think about it. A lot of people buy a house even though they don't have the money. My brother's in Singapore. He wants to buy a house. How many Singaporeans around here? Singaporeans? Right? You know the price of Singapore houses, right? Okay. People are willing to go to debt for what they want. How long is the house loan? 30 years, 25 years, 35 years, 10 years. People are willing to go in debt for that long, in millions of dollars, millions of ringgit, for a house that they want. Is it entirely necessary? No, you can rent, right? You don't have to buy. but people buy anyways. Now, I want you to just sort of let it sink in. Okay? When I came out to work, I know people who buy cars, right? Because we all love, I love cars, right? And they spend, one of my friends came out and bought a Golf GTI, right? A Volkswagen Golf GTI. It was a performance hatchback. And he spends 60% of his salary to buy a Volkswagen Golf GTI. He pays every single month. He don't have the money, but he bought the car anyways. So what's the moral of the story over here? Okay, you buy a house, okay? You buy a car. What's the moral of the story over here? Okay, money is never the reason. Commitment is the topic. Never talk about money with a prospect. Ask them ask yourself, what are they committed to? You have to redirect that commitment, because the commitment is what they use to make an assessment. Let me give you an example. This is something that I learned from an AIG manager. Okay. He was very sick because he had a stage 4 cancer. He recovered, but he's really sick. So I did the demo to him. And very politely, he watched me finish the demo. And he told me that he won't buy. But he told me, I'm going to give you, because I was very polite and stuff, I'm going to give you what that can make millions of dollars. Are you ready to hear? So I said, sure. I listened to him. So he asked me this question. Thomas, if today, Thomas, do you know some of the richest people in the world get access to some very rare technologies? It's true. Some of them have access to medical care, certain travel, like private jets and stuff like that, right? What if I told you I have a supplement for 30 days straight? You will not get sick to a minimum of 100 years old. Guaranteed. These are only available for very rich people in the world. Now, Thomas, I want you to think, who would you buy it for first? Now, all of you, I want you to think, who would you buy for first? If there's such supplement, type in the chat. Who would you buy for first? Type on the chat. Who's the first person in your mind? Maybe some will say it's me. Who would you buy for? Write in the chat. 0 illness, right? And you live to 100 years old. And guarantee, because if you have a sickness, they refund you. Myself and my family, right? Okay. Come on, who would you buy for first? For me, my family. Okay, great, great. So I said, I'm going to buy for my mom first. Right? I'm going to buy for my mom first. And they said, okay, Thomas, for this to happen, you have to pay $1 million US. Now, what are mine starts to think now? How do we do it? How do I get $1 million? Then he stopped the silence and he said, Thomas, unfortunately, what I told you is not real. What I told you isn't real. But it made you assess something, isn't it? It made you realize something, isn't it? This word health is irrelevant. Actually, it's love. Who do you love the most? Now, Thomas, I'm going to give you something real. Okay? Since that is a fake thing, I'll give you real. I promise you something real this time. What if I told you, Thomas, I'm going to show you a technology that is proven more than half a decade. Okay? Almost half a decade. And at the same time, has a huge chance to reduce any of the ailments. Reduce, not 100%, reduce. Many of the ailments, prevent a lot of the lifestyle disease, and increase your quality of life. Okay? Would you be open to listen to it? I said yes. And he said, sure. I'm going to show you this product, but get ready. You have to spend $8,000 by the end of it. I'm going to ask you to make a decision at the end of the presentation. So I asked him, what product is it? You know what he told me? He's the prospect. He told me this, Kangen water. I use this way to start my conversation with my prospects first. See, what I just done in that conversation is I changed my prospect's goal to love. They're no longer thinking, I'm just buying something for my family. I'm asking you to think about your family. How much does it worth to care for your family? To be a mom that buys the right products for family, right? To love. I change it to that. So money is no longer the reason, isn't it? At the end of it, is it 8,000 US dollars? No, it's only 4. Then you get a surprise. Wow, it's only 4. And I can do installments. Are you kidding? Great, right? So you see what has happened there. Money wasn't the topic. It's about what do you want? What are you committed to? Are you committed to your family? Are you not committed to your family? Because everyone is committed to something, all right? And this angle of health, the word health is so big. Direct it to love. You know what they say? Love has no bounds. Love is blind. Mother's love is the best. All these things, yes, it's all true. Okay? So reframe the conversation with your prospects. It's not about the money. But guess what? If they don't have the money, what do? Anyone? If they don't have the money, what do? If they really want the product and they don't have the money, what do? Let me know in the comments. What would they do? If they really want it, they're committed to it, they believe this is the best. Yes, Barbara, they will find it. They will loan it. Just like how they bought the house for few millions, how they bought the car for few hundred thousands, for tens and thousands. People will find the money. If you believe they can find the money, you let them find it. Right? Just like we did. Correct? Because when I wanted to sign up to the Kangen Water business, I look at Uncle Sam, my dad's very good friend. And I ask him, I'm just starting out. I have no money. I only have 6,000 ringgit, 2,000 US dollars that time. Can you pay the other half or give me a discount? You know what Uncle Sam told me? As he's my childhood friend, uncle, my father's best friend. He said no. So what did I do? I went to find the 6,000 ringgit. I went to took a business loan. And it looks like this. What is a business loan? It's your credit card. Okay? So money is never the issue. They think it's an issue. You think it's the issue. But the professional masters, the masters of sales, they know money is never the issue. It's what are you committed to? If you want it, you figure it out. The question is when. That's all. But if you don't even want it, no point talking about when. No discounts will make them want to buy it. Right? Please don't give discounts. It's just poor way of doing business. Right? Or no amount of installments will make them buy it. They must want it first. They must be committed to the product first. If they're committed, then the rest is done. Right? So that's number one. Money is never the reason. Okay? The topic is commitment. What are you committed to? Adjust the commitment and watch how they change. Okay? Get them in line with you to your commitment, to their commitment. Okay? Now, how many of you gotten value so far? Type V on the chat, you gotten value. Right? Because if you need a lot of proof that money is not the reason, you can go and look at your friends who spend a lot of money loaning, right, to buy things that they want. Okay? It's never the reason. Okay? If they want, money is whatever, right? Okay, second one that's going to change your mind. Write this down. Your prospect, thank you for all your feedback. Vinod, Sagar, okay, BLR, right? Singapore Insider Lynette. Thank you so much for your feedback. All right, let's go. Second one, your prospect never, ever feels safe. Write this down. Your prospect never, ever feels safe. Now, how many of you, when an insurance agent or your friend calls you and say, or a bank calls you, hi, Mr. Sagar, we have a very interesting product for you and you are qualified for it. It's a blah, 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 blah. Now, what happened? Do you notice the wall coming up already? Sagar, do you feel it? The wall is coming up. Right? Think you gotta. Come on, ladies, you know this, right? The guys come up to you, hey Lisa, how you doing? Oh, whoa, 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 my friend, you're getting too close. I just want to know where's the toilet. Oh, okay, right over there, right? Right? Oh, guys too, right? Sometimes the girls come to you, it's like, hey, I'm married, okay, I'm married, right? Right? So human beings, come on, let's laugh a little bit, right? Okay, it's true, okay? We always try to survive. That's in our DNA. We are animals in the end. We have a survival mechanism. Why? Why the heck do we have this survival mechanism kicking up like that? Why does the prospects have it? If you have it, your prospects have it too, right? So your prospects don't feel safe. Let's just acknowledge your prospects don't feel safe. See, when you acknowledge something, you can deal with it. Now, why does human beings feel unsafe? I give you a very simple psychology reason, okay? Number one is the only reason. Number one, I am not in control. I am not in control. When I'm not in control, I don't feel safe. Your prospects don't feel safe because they have no control. But what if we give them control? What if we give the control to our prospects? Could they feel safer? What if so here is the simple formula for safety. Number one, give them control. Number two, tell them your intention. Open your intention. Or in other words, if you like this word, be authentic. So sometimes I like to start a demo like this, right? Or a business plan. So let's say I'm doing a business plan. Hello, everybody. Now I do this a lot in India, right? Hello, everybody. Welcome to the business. Welcome to this presentation for the Global Business Global Partnership Program. I want to tell you one thing. Here's what I really want today. I want more than anything else for you to sign up for this business and do this business. You want to know why? It has been one of the most fantastic ride of my life. And I've seen people make not only a lot of money, put the money aside. They transform just like I am. I was working in a hotel, hitting the steering wheel of my car at 6 o'clock in the morning one day, and I didn't want to work, but I can't quit because I had to pay my bills at the end of the month. So I was doing a job that I hated, and I can't quit. I felt stuck. Some of you here might feel stuck in your business or in your life or in your career, in your job, or you know someone who is stuck. This business has freed me. But the only condition happened is this. I opened my mind and my heart to it. Even though I didn't like what I saw, I asked myself, what do I want? Do I want to keep staying stuck here the rest of my life? Or am I going to just open my ears for 60 minutes to listen to this possibility for me? So my friends, I'm not going to hide it. If I, from an employee, right, today can be in India building this business, this multi-million-dollar business, I could upgrade my cars, change my today I don't have to worry about how much today I can pay my bills. I got extra for my mom and dad, extra for investment, extra for my cars, extra for my house. Okay, I can do all of that. It's so darn good. Why won't I share? Because I want you to have it. I don't want you to be stuck anymore. So I'm going to ask you at the end of this session, will you join me in this mission to not only unstuck people, but to bring true health to people, as our CEO has always wanted? I'm going to ask you that question. Now, before you answer that question, I want you to know something. Don't answer now. Answer at the end. And I want you to know you can say yes and no. That's your choice. You're always in control. Don't worry. I'm not going to badger you. I'm not going to beg you. All right? Don't worry about it. Okay? The choice is still in your hands. But I'm going to do what I'm going to do best to share my love, not only for the business, but what the business can do for you. Is it okay? Can we do this? Great. Let's start. Now they know my intentions. I'm not hiding anything. I want them to sign up. Number two, I give them the control back. You can say yes and you can say no, and I'm not going to badger you. I'm not going to beg you. Right? So we just created. How many of you feel safer suddenly? Type yes. Feel safer. I feel safer right now, right? Because the person has nothing to hide, right? Ladies, you know this. The guy comes up to you and say, hey, you're looking really gorgeous. Okay. I just want to take you out for dinner and get to know you better. Okay. That's what I really want. Do you feel safer with this guy than another guy who's like, hey, how you doing? You know, try to do some pickup lines with you, I mean, you know the answer, right? Being authentic. Now, the reason, now you're probably asking, Thomas, if being authentic is so easy, why don't all of us do it? It's very simple. It takes courage to be authentic. But it is the easiest way to be yourself. If you're authentic, you don't have to pretend to be anything else. It is also the easiest way. Okay? It's also the easiest way. Now, the reason why people don't be authentic as well is this. You don't feel safe too. Now, if you don't feel safe, your prospect don't feel safe, nobody is safe. So whose job is it to create safety? You or the prospect? Write in the chat. You or the prospect? Me. It is up to me to create the prospect, to create safety. I'm the leader of the conversation. Doing sales is you being the leader of the conversation. You lead the conversation. You provide the safety so we can converse. Try this. Try this with your prospects and see how the conversation transforms. Watch their guards go down. Watch them listen to you with open eyes and ask genuine questions rather than sarcastic questions. Watch this. When you are authentic, you give people a chance to also be authentic with you. A chance. But you don't expect your prospects to be authentic with you, right? It does not happen. We have to take that lead. Okay? Expecting them to be authentic with you is like expecting a durian to grow in Alaska. Impossible. Almost impossible. Because you know why? You protect yourself when someone called you, right? When someone presents to you, right? In the shopping mall, everything. So think about that. Think about that. So number two is your prospect never feels safe. How do you do it? Number one, give them control. Assure they have control, right? Number two, be open, be authentic. Open up your intentions. This is my intention by the end of this session. So I'm going to tell you a funny story. One day I was doing a presentation to an auntie, old auntie. The uncle was just watching TV, right? And the uncle is not paying attention to me. So I said, uncle, come and watch. The wife was like, yeah, come and watch. Then the uncle said, yeah, I know all of this. You're trying to sell me something. I'm like, yeah, I'm here to sell you this amazing machine. That's what I'm doing here today. You think I'm working for free? I'm here to sell you this machine. Okay? And uncle, I want you to know if your wife buy is 12,000 ringgit. 12,000 ah? He said, might as well don't show lah. I said, well, don't worry. In the end, you can tell me yes or no. Watch first. I assure you, I'm not going to bother you. I'm not going to pester you. I'm not going to use any weird techniques to get you to buy. I just want you and your wife, when you both decide, you're in alignment. Yes is yes, no is no. Say it with confidence. Can I, uncle? He said, yeah, come. He sat, he watched, and then he bought. Okay? That's the story, okay? Right? Intentions. Cool? If you've gotten value from that story, type V. If you've gotten value from that story. Woo! I'm enjoying talking to you guys. I can see your face. Lawrence, Uma, right? Togaru, right? Great. Last one. Connie, am I taking too much time? Esai bo, Esai.
You're still within time.
Still got time, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Last one. This is going to make you smile. Write this down. No, N-O, no. No means nothing. No means nothing. Nothing. Nahi, Kushni, Ilek. You're all adults here, right? Adults here, right? Baba Jiga Tulu. Okay? Nothing. Okay, please don't do that when you go to India because sometimes it can be mistaken in certain areas of India. All right? But it's a joke that I learned from a young boy in Mumbai. Okay? Nahi, Kushni. All right? All this means nothing. 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 Ilek. Everyone do this. Nothing. It's nothing. All right? It's nothing. No means nothing. Why am I sharing this with you? This is a perspective that's often missed by a lot of sales professionals, business people, managers, leaders, whatever. A lot of our stress comes from this word no. A lot of us take things very personally. Let me explain why. Because no have a meaning. We do our best. Let's say we're afraid of rejection. We're afraid when someone criticizes me, or we start to. There's only a few things we can do, right? We learn how to do a presentation. I know a lot of my team members do this. Thomas, how do you present? So they won't say no, but they won't tell you this. But how do I present? How do I improve my presentation? What they're asking is, how do I get them not to say no? So you read all about Kangen water. You read all about kindling cancer not people. You read this, you read that. You got all the facts right. Okay? But what we are doing is we're building an armor. We're trying to protect ourselves from a no. But guess what? Newsflash, your prospect can still say no. Because it's never in your hands to begin with. It's never for you to control. Whatever they say was never in your control. Who do you think you are? That you can get the prospect to say yes or no? You don't have any control. When it means something, we try to control it. When something means something to you, we try to control it. I'm going to say it one more time. When something means something to you, you try to control it. You don't believe me? Look at your partners, your husband, your wife, or your boyfriend, your girlfriend, your children. What are the things you don't want to hear from them? And you try your best for them to not say it, and they still say it, no matter what you do. Some people say, you're not good enough. Why are you so slow? Why are you so loud? Why you sleep, you snore so loud, right? Whatever. Why you're so picky? Why you are so this, right? We still get a sort of no or something we are trying to avoid. And no matter what we do, it always shows up. Even if we did it so they don't say no, we get a relief until the next no. Even we can avoid the no, we get a temporary relief until the next no. This is the secret why people procrastinate, yeah, by the way. If you get this, you can kill procrastination right now. Okay? I'm going to quote someone interesting. This is say it like this. If you can't control the person saying yes and no, and you're trying to control it by improving your presentation skill, trying to manipulate them, learning the different, tone of voice and, volume or whatever, you're learning all these techniques. What we're trying to do is it's not what you're doing. The intention is to avoid the no. Okay? Stephen Covey. How many know Stephen Covey? Type 1 in the chat. You know Stephen Covey. 7 Habits of Highly Successful People. You have it in Hindi, English, right? Or Chinese, Mandarin. It's a fantastic book, right? Stephen Covey. The first effective habit is what? Be proactive. It states that when you are trying to control something that is not in your control, we often become reactive. Like the weather, like what your friends would say, like what your prospects would say. When you try to do that, we become subjected. We become like a doll, we dancing, like, ooh, we just become useless. We just become subjected. It's controlling us already. Controlling something that you cannot control, that thing has controlled you already. I'm going to say it one more time. Trying to control something that you can't control, that thing is already controlling you. The professional salespeople, they don't even worry about no. Whatever. Anyone can say no, yes, no. Your baby says no, your son says no, your wife says no, your husband says no, whatever, right? But we try to react to it. How do I stop them? How do I stop them? How do you stop the weather? Hey, stop raining, right? How are you going to do it? It's not going to work, right? But when we are effective, we are not reactive. What are we? Proactive. What is in your influence? What can you control? Your attitude, your perspective, right? So what attitudes can we bring into a sales conversation, right? Agree to disagree, for example. Always agree to disagree. How about this? Respect, honesty, transparency, authentic, dynamicism, excitement. Can you control that? Of course you can. It's in your control, right? Openness, compassion, all those are in our control. So we can be proactive and we become proactive, right? So stop trying to control no. When no means something to you, you will control it and you will fail. You will fail. You don't need to be a science genius to figure that out. You will fail when you try to control someone from saying no. Okay? So when people don't understand this third, and it's a very important one, yeah, we will either see people try to learn as much to avoid it, but they will still face it and that get demotivated. People will, number two, they will procrastinate doing sales. How many of you got team members who procrastinate? I know. Ravi Babu, I know. Doing sales is important. Connie, I know Kangen water is good. Chai MK, I know that the business pays. But I know it's good, but procrastination. They procrastinate because they're trying to avoid facing the no. Trying to avoid is a form of control. Because the illusion is, if I don't do it, then the no will never come to me. But think about it. You're already being controlled by it. You are no longer free. You are restricted because you don't want to hear the word no. You're never free because it means something. Or number three, what we do is we get angry and scold our prospects. Please don't do that. Either you learn to avoid and you will fail and get demotivated. Number two, you will procrastinate. Or some of you, you don't procrastinate doing the demo. You procrastinate saying, hey, Connie, when do we get started you on the Kangen water? Hey, Mark, when do we start making your first 10,000 US dollars? Right? You know? Or number three, you get angry and you scold your prospects. Or you scold someone else, your husband, your prospect, your wife, your kids, you know, your sponsor. All of this, guess what? Does not work. Nothing of this works. Okay? So those are the three point of views, the three distinctions that I notice sales professionals do very well. And this is a funny thing. Some of these sales professionals don't have a lot of skill. They're very crude and they're a bit rough. You know, they're not very smooth in talking. Some of them don't even have a great charisma, but they do so well because they understand this. Because now I here's an assumption that I think is true. If I remember Connie well, Connie didn't go through formal training like I did for cooking, but she cooks fantastic. Right? She cooks fantastic and she didn't go through any formal training. And I tell you something I learned from the chefs that I learned in Switzerland when I was studying. Some of the best food he eaten in his life is not in a 3-star Michelin restaurant. It's in the homes where the uncles and aunties and the grandmother and grandfathers cook. What is it? These are masters. They know the small things and they are not equipped with fancy equipment. They don't need fancy skills and technologies. All is coming with distinction. Now, why am I sharing this with you? Some of you may be thinking, I'm not an outspoken person. I'm a introvert. I'm shy. I'm too old. I'm too young. I'm a woman. I'm a man. I'm a kid. I'm a boy. I'm a single dad. I'm a single mom. Whatever you want to say. I'm an alien. Okay, no one understands me. Whatever. Okay, no matter what you are, when you get the distinction, you don't even need to be skillful. You don't even need to be skillful. You just need to watch those distinctions and change your perspective in your attitude, and you see how it shows up your prospects. The right techniques will come. Okay. Now, how many of you have gotten great values? Right? Type I on the chat, great value. Right? Again, you don't have the skills, it's okay. You're too old, you're too young, you're too new, you're too whatever. You apply this tree, you will start seeing your food transform. Oh, sorry, start to see your prospects transform, not your food. Thinking about food already. All right, watch your prospects transform. Now, I've got another 10 minutes left, I believe. I'm going to give you my top few techniques to close. Now, why am I sharing the techniques now only? Because only when you get this tree, then the techniques make sense. The master does something really weird. You don't know why. But when you understand the master, now you understand the technique. I'm going to share with you some of my favorite techniques to close. How many of you are ready for it? Type me if you're ready for this 6 of my favorite techniques to close. Right. Shanti, Aaron, Arvin, Vivek, Anand. Oh, now you guys want the techniques, huh? Catherine, Anna. Okay, remember, the technique don't work if you don't get this tree first. You must get this tree first. Okay. Now, before I show the technique, I'll just ask a quick question. How many of you are more hopeful now? You're feeling a lot more hopeful with your presentations, your business, your prospects in the future? Type 5 on the chat. If you felt now like, wow, there's a more hope, more angles. Wow, I see so many possibilities. All right. Thank you. That's what I intend to do. Because superheroes don't give up. They always. Now, I'm glad that I'm able to give you these new angles. Okay. So here's the techniques. Ready? Now, these techniques are great after your presentation and you feel the presentation is going well. Okay. Just that there's this, they're not signing up. They're not telling you. They give you excuse like, oh, it's too expensive, right? Oh, let me think about it. I'll come back. I'll start in 3 months. I'll start the business in 3 months. Okay. All this, right? So my favorite counter for one of the questions, which is, it's so expensive. Number one is this. So for example, I'm presenting to David and David says, it's too expensive. I will tell him, I know, and I agree. Sign here. I know. And sign here. Why do I say that? Expensive is they think it's expensive. I don't have the money. Oh, it's different than expensive, right? Yeah. Why? Here's what's going to happen. There's a chance they will, yeah, actually it's expensive, but I want the machine anyways. Sign. I want the business. Mark is showing the 4 categories. Yeah. Okay. You give, because what happens psychologically when you agree with people, there's a moment of silence and the brain starts to think, what else is important to me? Very powerful. And you do it, if you force contemplation. If that is no longer an argument, what else is there? What else is there to consider? Because if expensive is in front of them, if you release it, then others will come up. So you might see your prospects take up the pen and just sign. Now, if they don't, objections, then you deal with those objections. You keep the conversation going. Okay? So the first one is, I know and I agree. Please. This is one of the techniques I used to close when I was doing in my training business. It was a long pitch to a developer. I can't say that. Actually, can I? I can say, yeah, I was training SP30, right? And it was a 270 plus deal of training. It's a lot of money, Thomas. I say, yes, I know and agree. Sign here. The moment, look at left, look at right, the manager look at each other, right? So that's the first one. Okay, second one. Second one is called normalizing. How does it work? So Mark says, or prospect, or let's say we try, let's see. Anna says, it's too expensive. Let's do that, right? Everyone else who buys the machine, loves the machine, says the same thing. Sign here, please. Hey, I thought the machine was expensive when Sam Sia showed me the machine. But problem. Sometimes we make it a problem for our prospect. Everyone else who buys and loves the machine says this anyways. Everyone who bought the machine and loves the machine said the same thing. Please sign here. Write it down. You know where I learned this technique from? I watched a friend sell a car. The guy said, oh, it's very expensive. It's like, yeah, everyone who buys the 5 Series says it's expensive, but they all love it. Do a test drive. Don't need to talk about it. You're right. The idea is that you stop fighting your prospects and let them be right. It means nothing. Let them be right. Thomas said it was so. Sam thought it was expensive too, but he still bought the machine. Okay. When it means nothing, then you can move on, right? Okay, that's my second technique. The third one is this. Let's say Hana, and you can use this, by the way, not for money only. It could be even time. I don't have the time to do the. Well, everyone who is enjoying the income for this business said I have no time for the business, but they're doing it anyways. Sign here. Right? Anyone who started the business said they have no time anyways, but they started also. Right? Okay, the third one is the last time you bought something you like, you broke your budget. So sign here. The last time you like, you broke your budget too. So sign here. All right? No, sign here. Then, I offset my budget. It's too expensive. Well, the last time you bought something you like, you broke your budget too, right? Because money means nothing, right? See, people put up a fight, they put up a fit, they give themselves excuses. Sometimes we participate, dance around with them. But what excuse mean nothing to you and don't mean anything to you, right? Okay, so that's number 3. Number 4, people say, not now, let me think about it, too expensive, whatever. This is what I call the cost of not signing up. The cost of not signing up. This is especially useful when you're recruiting someone into the business. And especially useful when you're following up, been delaying to sign up in the business. You give them the check. Now, if you're done for your prospect, now this is something you must do. Doing to the 4 categories, you have to do it. Do the 4 categories, okay? Now, if you've done the 4 categories, you ask a prospect, how much did you say you could have made in 1 year in doing the Kangen business? Then they say, well, I could have made 20,000. You call the number, you say, hey, Mark, that you can make $1,000 doing this business for your first year only. Like, yeah, that's true. Now, Mark, if you wait another 3 months, would it be fair to wasting another $5,000 because you missed the opportunity to make $5,000? If you can make $1,000 a month and you wait 3 months, you're wasting $3,000 US. Now, I don't want you to waste it. You can get started now. You can start making money tomorrow, right? So what you're doing is, people think there is no cost if I wait. There is a cost. So you give them the cost, right? You give them the cost. Some people say, insomnia, never mind, I got pills to take. Now you let them know, did you, now I know that you have a way to handle, agree to disagree, right? I know you have a way to handle the insomnia, but did you know that when we sleep less than 2 hours, it's scientifically proven, right? It's proven the chances of stroke, heart attack, okay, dementia, Parkinson's increase dramatically. Okay, now how many more nights do you want to sleep like this? Now it's your decision. You give them cost. So this is something a bit more of tough love. You're doing tough love to your customer. Okay, so giving people the cost. Okay, Sam is asking for another 15 minutes. I got 2 more actually. Is that okay, Connie? Great. Cost of not signing up. Remember, money is never the reason, right? So go deeper than the money. Show them the cost of not signing up. Okay. Last one. The second last one. Okay. Two more. What's the worst that can happen? So the first step for this technique is called, what's the worst that can happen? So it's like, it's too expensive. Or let's say, I don't know if it works. I'm not sure. Okay, what can happen? You buy this machine. You're buying a machine. What's the worst can happen? Let's say it just doesn't work. You don't get like miraculous things. All right. So you go from this and you build up. This technique is called, we go from the worst and you build up, right? A lot of people have this thing that something may go wrong. So you go from the worst and you build up. If the worst is nothing, that's okay, right? The worst is nothing will happen. Okay, we start from there. And then you're buying a machine from Japan, ISO 135 is medical grade. Okay, you're getting the quality water for. And maybe if you drink consistently enough, you may not feel huge like healing effect, your energy might improve. But you also know you're drinking every single day. Not changes in your life, but you medical grade machine water, best of the best in the world. That is the worst that can happen. So what you're doing is, we are slowly you start from the worst that can happen and we build up. What we're doing is, we're not trying to let go of the, right? You're trying to take them there and say, look, the worst is not that bad as anyways. I do the business, what if I fail? Well, in the end, you got one machine. Business is free. Mr. Oshiro gave us the machine. He gave us the business for free. So if you fail in the business, you got a machine. And you're healthy. You're drinking antioxidants. You're getting rid of the pesticides in your water, in your vegetables. That's the worst that can happen. This technique is great for people who are pessimistic, right? Right? What's the worst that can happen? Fear is false events appearing real. So let's make it real. What's the worst that can happen? Make it real. Hey, isn't that bad? Okay lah. Okay lah. Everyone say okay lah. Okay lah. All right. Everyone, let's say behind your camera, you have to turn on the microphone. Say okay lah. For those of you who are not parents, try we say all the time. Okay lah. Or type in the chat. Okay lah. All right. Last one. Last technique that I love to use. Yeah. Okay. You are Sam. Great. Last one. What is the condition you need to buy? What is the condition that you need to buy? So all sign up. It's like, oh, it's too expensive. Let me think about it. This is great for people who let me think about it. How to use it. Okay. In the cell with your kids and your parents and spouse as well. Okay. What is the condition you need to buy? They will tell you, well, I need this, I need that, da 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 da, right? Then you tell it'll never happen. There's no right time to get onto this. There's no right time. So what is this for? Most people have all this thought. Yeah, I want to try the water, right? Then ask them, who are you going to try? What is the condition you need to buy? And then when they tell you everything, then it's never going to happen. I feel like, kind of like conversation. But it's sometimes good for your prospect to hear how absurd their thought process can be. They're trying to protect themselves from making a wrong conversation. So once you do this, you follow up with this. Now, there are so many conditions for you to buy, to sign up, to do the business, everything, right? Connie, the only thing that really matters, that's the only thing that matters. That's all, right? If you really want the machine, we can figure it out, right? Whether if installments, whether you can figure out a way to maybe we just do some garage cleanings, get your machine, things that don't even mean anything to you, right? Some people say, I don't have this, right? And they tell you all these conditions to start the business. I got more time, more money, I need more this, I need more that, or whatever, right? You say, well, that's never going to happen. But what you really want to know is that you want it. Because if you want it, let's figure it out. Okay? Oh, I'm lagging really badly. So I heard this from one of the presentation. It's not Kangen Water. I heard this from another network marketing group. And it was so powerful in the closing. The guy said, if you don't have 400 US, I want you to look at the person who invited you to this present. And I want you to thank them. You know why? Let's make 400 US dollars no longer a problem in your life. Okay. Anyways, I've run out of time. I will not elaborate further. But these are some steps. Now, all of them will not mean you get a yes. But you dive into a more deep. You may get a yes, you may not. But you keep the conversation going. You look past no. Don't look at the no. Look what's behind the no. Go. All these objections, all these ways, techniques allows you to dive deeper than the no. Don't stop at the no, because the no means nothing. Go beyond it. Don't let the no stop you. Go behind it, right? Now, before I end, I want to give you a final tip. Okay? And because this will really help you transform your sales. Okay, you ready? The tip is this. Always have $1 million smile. A good attitude is worth more than money. Because when you're saying things like, no, and I agree, sign here. You do it with a big fat, right? Oh, I don't have it's out of my budget. Well, last time you bought something you like, guess what? You broke your budget, right? Let's sign here. Let's do it. Have $1 million more. Encourage a prospect. Encourage that all the time. Okay. I don't know, some of you, maybe you have to work on your teeth or something. Not about the teeth being white or brown or anything. Because as Stephen Covey say, we can't, when you control something out of our control, we are reactive. But we can control ourselves. We can influence our smile, our attitude, right? That's the only thing we can do. These things today, in your next sales, prospect, your next presentation, see how that changed for you, right? I'm done with the presentation. I'm running out of time. I'm just loving it. I can speak for hours, but I'm just so excited for all of you because I know some of you are going to go out there and make some sales and recruit some people. And for that, and thank you very much. Thank you, Connie. Thank you, Uncle Sam. All right, love all of you.
Thank you, Thomas. Now, guys, don't go away yet because Sam Seah has some important announcement. Now I'm going to conclude Thomas' session. All right. I'm sure most of you have got great value out of the sharing. Of course, my biggest takeaway is like how to build the immunity to know. Because, you know, I think some of us may take the no too seriously. Like when somebody say no to you, it's like thousands of arrows or spears, you know, that, come your direction. And in my life, I have seen very few people who have no qualms about no. And you know, you can say that thick skin, and they're like, and I'm like, did I say no to you yesterday? And why are you still like, you know, in big smiling face, coming to approach me for certain sales, right? So anyway, that was great, great sharing, Thomas. Thank you very much, and let us all give him a warm applause. And over to you, Sam.
All right. Yeah. Okay. I would like Thomas to stay on for a while, Thomas. Okay. Thank you so much. Let's all give a big hand to Connie. Wasn't she marvelous in hosting today's event? Connie, awesome job, Connie. We're gonna have you. We're gonna have you again. All right. So Thomas, I remember back in 2014. I remember how I got you into the Kangen business. Can you recall how I got you into the Kangen business?
Actually, I can't recall anymore.
Okay, let me recall it for you. Okay?
The moment I saw the 2A, I said, what am I doing in my life?
Right, that's right. So what happened was I actually invited Thomas' dad to come for my Essential Kangen workshop. Actually, at that point in time, it wasn't yet called the Essential Kangen workshop. It was called some stupid name. All right. Anyway, so what happened was Thomas' dad couldn't come, so he sent his son, Thomas. So when Thomas came for the and Thomas hasn't even seen a Kangen demo, right? Thomas, you only knew about the Kangen machine from your dad. Your dad was I think you were saying something to your dad that you must be crazy, go and buy a $4,000 US dollar machine, right? Yeah. And anyway, so I think your dad invited you to come for my what is currently known as the Essential Kangen workshop. Without you, I haven't even seen a demo of a Kangen machine. You came in, you listened to the Global Partnership Program, and the moment when we showed you the direct sale commission or 2A commission, you were already in the business. Right? Can you recall that now? Yeah. But, so
I remember that I texted you. You also told me that it's something to do with a business opportunity or something. So I remember there was something transpired before I showed up. You know?
So you were sort of like you were motivated by the business side or by a new opportunity. That's why you came for training.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Good. Thomas, I'm going to do some promotion of a very important weekend which is coming up. So we will let you go now. So let's all give a big hand again to Thomas. Thank you, Thomas.
Right. Thank you.
Right. So we're gonna have you back again. All right. Take care. All the best, Thomas. Okay. Now we have a very important weekend which is coming up in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. As you know, all the borders are opening up, and we'll be having a double weekend. A double weekend meaning an event on both Saturday and Sunday, and this is the Enagic Malaysia's 10th anniversary event. It is a whole day event with sharing from the leaders in Malaysia, as well as a recognition dinner at the end of the day. Followed by, and that's on a Saturday, the 4th of June, followed by the next day, a full day training called the Essential Kangen Workshop. Now, let me just put on the flyer here so that you know what I'm talking about. So it's a double weekend. Can you see it now? Give me can you type in the chat box if you can see it? Give me a 1 if you can see it. All right. So there we have it. On Saturday, 4th of June, which is about more than a month from now, it's starting at 8:30 in the morning all the way to 3 o'clock. Okay. And it's going to be called Road to Success, sharing by the top leaders in Malaysia, followed by a 6 p.m. dinner recognition awards. Okay. Now the price of this event is they sell by tables of 10 packs. It's normally going for ringgit 200 or 2,000 ringgit a table. If we buy it before the end of month, which we only got another 7 days more to go, you can there's a discounted price of 1,700 ringgit. Okay, so take note. I'm gonna share the link on the chat box shortly, and then also take note of the following day, Sunday, the Essential Kangen workshop, which is happening on the Sunday. I just want to highlight here that for those of you who are coming from overseas, I would encourage you to look for accommodation near the Enagic office, because the second day event, the Essential Kangen workshop, will be held at the Gardens Theatre, which is in Mid Valley City itself, where Enagic office is. All right. So take note of these 2 dates, and also I'll be sharing the link here now on how you can register for this. Okay, give me a second. And also now, our Malaysian government has made it easy for you people to travel to Malaysia. So I'll also be sharing the link. The link here. One second. How do I get back to? Okay, just bear with me a while. Okay, wait. Okay, I'm gonna click on the. No, there won't be any virtual. There won't be any virtual. So Tika, you have to fly all the way to Kuala Lumpur for that. So that is the links. 3 links. One link. The first link is to sign up for the Saturday 4th of the first event on Saturday, and the second link is to sign up for the Essential Kangen workshop, and the last link is to tell you on what is required for the for traveling to Malaysia. In effect, I think I'm not too sure exactly. All you need is do a PCR test before travel to Malaysia, and upon arrival in Malaysia, you are in. There's nothing that needs to be done. You don't have to do anything extra. So I would highly encourage you guys to quickly sign up for this event. And you know, a lot of people from overseas, in fact, a lot of people from Dubai, from India, they got into the business because they came for this double event. Okay, and this is the event which we have not had a live event in Malaysia for the last two years. So let me see from the crowd here. Would there be anyone who's planning to come for this double weekend on the 4th and 5th of June? If you are, just type in a yes if you're coming. Is booster required? That one we will have to find out for you. Okay, Vivek. So all right, guys. So that's it for today, and so we look forward to seeing you next week. So again, just look at the chat box. You may want to just type and copy the link here for the double weekend in Malaysia. Really, it is an event that you wouldn't want to miss. All right. Now, before we do that, right, let's take a group photo with our $1 million smiles, everybody. So turn on your camera, and put on your $1 million smile. We're going to take a photo here. Okay, 1 second. I'm going to allow everybody to unmute yourselves as well. Okay, are you all ready? At the count of 3, everybody say Kangen. 1, 2, 3. Kangen. Okay, one more time. Kangen. Right, so with that, no, thank you so much for being here with us today. Thank you. Thank you, Thomas Yap. All right. Good to see you here, Anthony. Aaron. Thank you, Saga. Hi there, everybody. Hi, Mr. and Mr. John. Good to see you here. Hi, Xin Ying. Hi, Victor Yap.
Hi, Kangen.
Okay, Mr. Gan, Tony, Aaron.
Thank you.
See you there, Chai. Okay, bye-bye. Take care, guys. See you next week.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye, Sam. Bye-bye.